This is the resolutions email. Now, this email targets something that is really high in the psyche of the world right now, and that is New Year's resolutions. Whether you believe in them or not, people respect others that set goals. So we're going to tap into that global psychology that's going on right now, and we want to deliver an email that builds a human connection, because really your best clients are going to come from genuine introductions, and you already have those people sitting in your database. So let's go, guys, the resolutions email. So you're going to start off, hey, John, I've got a New Year's resolution to be a better networker. All right, we're going to tap in to the global conversation about connecting with other humans, especially after this pandemic, especially with virtual meetings and all of that. My goal, so here's what you're doing, is you're sharing what your intention is. My goal is to meet 5 new people every week via virtual chats and pass out. Now, here's where you bring them into the conversation. This is not just about me, it's about helping you. Pass out 2 solid referrals every week. Now, for those of you who read my book, Shift, I talk about the concept here. Let me just pull it out here. I talk about the concept about you want to give, then ask, right? So it's the law of reciprocity. By giving something first, people are more likely to want to do business with you. Here's where you briefly explain in 1 sentence what you're going to do. On this call, you can tell me more about what you've been up to. Remember, I know some of you maybe are working with retirees, so you're not going to ask, what kind of business have you been doing, right? Maybe you are working with small business owners, so they're going to tell you what business they've been doing. So I know how I can introduce you to my growing network. You see, now you've created something where they can win in this proposition. It's not just about help me meet my goal, right? It's about how can we do this and how can I help you? Curious, would you be up to helping me hit my goal by doing a quick 15-minute virtual coffee chat later this week? Here's to a brighter year. Jeremiah, here's a link to book my 15-minute chat, if easier than going back and forth for 10 emails. All right, let's break this down a little bit and unpack what we have. Now, would you be up to helping me? Research shows that people are more likely to do something for you if you frame it under the umbrella of a favor. And something happens interesting in the brain. When you ask somebody for a favor, they actually see themselves as a more altruistic person willing to do a favor. Isn't that interesting? If somebody says to you, hey, could you do me a favor? There's something in our brain that we've been designed with to be interdependent creatures where we actually say, hey, I'm actually somebody who does favors. So you've already got that buy-in that's there. So we're going to tap into that's built into every human being on the planet. And then we're going to show them it's a very short meeting. It's a 15-minute. If we've learned anything from the last 2 years, nobody wants meetings anymore. They want short 15-minute meetings. So I call them virtual coffee chats. Now notice how we only have 1 question in this email. Okay, that's it. No other questions. We're not adding here. Don't add anything like, and we can review your retirement, and we can talk about life insurance. And no, none of that stuff. You want to have this, and then this is, of course, where you want to drop your link. Send this out to your database this week, okay? Send it out this week. And if you have too big of a database, like if you have more than let's say 1,000 people, chunk it down, do 50, and just see how it goes. If you're not getting a lot of replies, add another 50. And then as you start to see the replies go, the worst thing you can do is send this out to 1,000 people, and then your calendar's flooded, and then you lose your ability to do some of the other tasks. Okay, so just a couple of tips on that. Awesome, very good, guys.
Because it's a New Year's resolution, this will work for the whole month of January. You have quite a bit of buffer time for this, which I think is great. I had a question is, what is the subject line?
Yeah, you can test this. So, you could say favor, question mark. Again, you're tapping into the group thing, or one that's proven really effective right now. Right now, I'm talking about 5 days into the year, 2022, just 2022. That's it. No name, nothing like that. Remember, you want your email subject line to get curiosity. You never want to tell them what's in the email. You only want to tease what's in the email.